Greetings, Mathies. This is Mrs. Mounts, and I have to be gone here again. And so I want to go over a couple equations with you so you feel confident on your assignment. I would like you to put these in your notebook, and then I will check the next day. I will give you credit for taking these notes. So these are called complex multi-step equations with variables on both sides, all right? So it's a big long term. If you look at your flip book, the first thing that we're going to have to do on this particular problem is go ahead and do the distributive. And you just practice that. And so hopefully you have more confidence on that. And the biggest thing, we just have to make sure that we get our signs right. Go ahead and copy the problem. Pause anytime you need to in the video, but I already have it written down, so I'm going to go ahead and get going on it. So I'm still going to draw that line, just kind of helps me separate the equation here. So you can see we have those grouping symbols. I'm going to go ahead on the left-hand side and distribute. Now, those little arcs, if that helps you, make sure that you distribute that 2 with every single term. Make sure you do that. All right, so I get 8x. 2 times 2 is 4. On the right-hand side, I just bring that constant down, that 4x. Now, this is indicating that it's negative 12 times each of the terms on the inside. Negative 12 times x minus 12x. Well, when we take a negative 12 times a negative 1, that's plus 12. So again, if you need to pause, do that anytime during this video. Now, I'm going to make those rectangles. I like this new method. I wish I would have known this 35 years ago. I just think it really makes it quick and easy to simplify these. On the left-hand side is variables. On the right-hand side is constants. So any variable I see on that left-hand side, I'm automatically going to put in the box. On the right-hand side, any constant I automatically see goes in the box. Then what we need to do is switch to opposite sides. And I love that I say that. I mean, I just kind of light bulb came on. Because we're changing it to the opposite side, we're going to change this to its opposite or inverse operation. So I'm going to put minus 4. And then with these variables, it's going to be minus 4x plus 12x. Wow, I just think that's I just like it. It's very organized. Now, if you need to, grab your calculator, and I'll just review how to type that in. So, of course, we can't type an x in our calculator, but we can do the coefficients. So I'm going to type in 8 minus 4 plus 12, and I get 16x. And then 12 minus 4 is 8. Now, you can do this by inspection. Well, I kind of told you I'm okay not doing that last step. But you got to realize the answer here isn't 2. We're taking 8 divided by 16. And 8 divided by 16 is 0.5 or 1/2. Okay, so be real careful with that. If that coefficient's bigger than the constant, you're going to get a decimal. Second one, and again, if you need to pause to get it written down, feel free to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. Again, we have grouping symbols, so we need to get that taken care of first. If you look at your flip book, that's the very first thing it asks you. Are there grouping symbols? Now this minus y just comes straight down, and then on the right-hand side, we're also going to distribute. I'm going to go ahead and get my rectangles, variables, constants. So any variable I already have on this side, and that sign just stays what it is. Any constant that's over here. Now there's a subtract that's indicating that that 16 is negative. Okay, so just be careful on that. Now I'm changing 20 to the opposite side. And the inverse of adding 20 is to subtract 20. Here I have a positive 16y, so minus 16y. Okay, so I have everything on its proper side. I'm going to go ahead and type this in. Don't forget there's an invisible 1. So 20 minus 1 minus 16. That leaves me with 3y. And I have, clear here, shift it over a little bit so you can see. So right here, just a good review, you're going to type in negative 16. Okay, negative 16 minus 20. Remember, we never start an expression with a subtract. The calculator would be taking the previous answer. That gives you negative 36. So again, good practice on that. And then we would divide by 3. And if you need to type it in, we already have the negative 36. Now we can just hit divide by 3. And the solution is negative 12. All right, so what I want you to do is you'll get a sheet from the substitute teacher. There are going to be, I believe, 9 questions on it. You need to either, if you don't feel like there's enough room, then use the back side of the worksheet. But I do need to see work on this for today since I'm not going to be here. So either use the boxes that are on the front side or go to the back side if you need a little extra space. All right, talk to you later.